No one has to know what you're about to do. For 90 days, disappear. No alcohol, no smoking, no girls, no distractions, just you, and the version of you you want to create. The silence of the first few days is scary. You're used to the noise, the people, the messages. Now you have nothing. And that's exactly where the change begins. In the first 90 days, your mind clears. Social media, gossip, useless people disappear. And for the first time, you hear your own voice, not that of others. Stop justifying yourself. You don't have to explain to anyone why you're disappearing. People wouldn't understand. This path is yours alone, and no one will walk it for you. For 90 days, you must cut out everything that's slowing you down. Old habits, old friends, old behaviors. It's painful, but necessary. You'll realize that most of the things you used to do weren't necessities. They were addictions. And when you let them go, you finally start to breathe. When you learn to be alone, you become dangerous. You no longer depend on anyone. Your mind becomes stronger. Your energy changes. In silence, you understand who you really were. And you understand how much noise was controlling you without you realizing it. You discover that, without distractions, you don't miss the world. You missed yourself. And that's the sign you're finally on the right path. When you cut out what's destroying you, your energy returns, and you realize how tired you were for no reason. Every day without chaos frees up space in your mind, and suddenly you understand things that previously confused you. Temptations will try to drag you back. That's normal. But every no you say is a brick in your new identity. The past loses power when you stop feeding it. Now you decide what stays and what goes. Your body senses your discipline. You sleep better. You breathe better. You think better. It's proof that you're becoming yourself again. You respect yourself when you stop lying to yourself. And in 90 days, you can no longer hide from who you truly are. That anxious feeling you had begins to melt away. In its place comes clarity. You finally see what really matters. In silence, you discover that you don't always have to rush. Sometimes slowing down is all it takes to find yourself completely. The more you resist old habits, the less power they have over you. This is where you start to become dangerous in the right way. The habits you repeat for 90 days become your identity. You are no longer who you were. You are what you do every day. The calm you feel now isn't weakness, it's control. You're finally in control of your life, not the other way around. When you disappear, you start speaking less. But you understand everything. Words become useless. Your focus becomes total. Others will think you're strange, distant, cold, but they don't understand that you're building a new version of yourself. You don't need to be understood. You need to be improved. The 90 days aren't for them. They're for you, and you alone. There comes a point where discipline is no longer a chore. It becomes normal. It becomes you. And every day you feel your strength growing. Your mind no longer seeks easy pleasure. It seeks growth. It seeks order. It seeks direction. This is your mental rebirth. When you remove the noise, you see everything more clearly. The people, the choices, the habits. You finally understand what was holding you back. As you disappear, you understand one thing. You don't need anyone's approval. You're the only one who has to convince. For 90 days, you make tough decisions. And that changes everything. You feel in control again. Finally. Now you don't fall like before. You're no longer weak. You're tougher, clearer, more disciplined, and you'll never go back. When you become more disciplined, the world seems slower, and you start seeing opportunities everywhere. Looking back, you realize that what was holding you back now seems silly. You've surpassed that level. Every day you feel more energy. It doesn't come from coffee, drinks, or people. It comes from you, from your discipline. The change is visible. Others notice it. Your posture, your gaze, the way you walk into a room. You have a new energy. After 90 days, you no longer accept the minimum. You no longer accept mediocrity. You demand more from life and from yourself. Workout, clean eating, discipline, and your body responds. You don't notice it right away, but one day you look at yourself and you're different. Your mind is no longer your enemy. It's your weapon. It cuts, analyzes, decides, with a calm you've never had before. Difficult choices build respect, especially for yourself. Now you no longer tolerate anything that takes away your value. Difficult choices build respect, especially for yourself. Now you no longer tolerate anything that takes away your value. Now you're becoming unrecognizable, and not to others, but to yourself. This is proof that the 90 days are working. When you truly change, you stop asking the world for permission. You act, you decide, and no one can stop you. While everyone else is distracted, you're quietly building. No one knows what you're becoming until you show it. Every sacrifice has changed you a little, and now you're far from who you were at the beginning. That's the true power of the 90 days. You realize you no longer need approval, distractions, or chaos. You only need yourself. And for the first time, that's really enough. You no longer struggle. You no longer struggle. Discipline has become your way of life, your new identity. At some point, someone looks at you and says, "What happened to you?" That's the moment you realize you've won. In 90 days, you've rewritten yourself, your mind, your body, your habits. It's a new life, your true life. If you want to disappear for 90 days and come back unrecognizable, you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel and build the version of yourself no one's ever seen.